Stand by B and stand by B and B. Stand by A.
News leader, WDAZ.
A.
I'm Andrea Zafara. Major change could be in
Gonna be going to both.
Verizon
Gonna be going to
football.
sound up next.
How fans and students feel about the possibility of life without Chris Kleiman.
Sound up. Gonna be going to both their mics next.
So this will feel the edge of the carpal tunnel over here.
We'll tell you how the preparation
Stand by.
and recovery for carpal tunnel surgery just got a whole lot easier.
Vader Mix, can slide it.
Well, we begin with some great news tonight.
Gonna be going to
Heading into
Nade
the weekend,
next.
You won't have to worry about the weather.
Storm Tracker meteorologist
Nade.
John Wheeler says
Stand by,
that
sound
there
up, and?
isn't anything to track.
Sound up.
Good evening. It is perhaps a little bit ironic to be talking about
back on 3.
warm-up when we're dealing with such a cold night. Already
Gonna
down
be
to 6 degrees.
gonna go into
Southwind
Natty
8,
swoosh
wind chill
Matt,
7. But there is a
and then to a
south wind
full
at 8
screen
miles
after
an
the
hour,
swoosh.
and it will be gradually warming up tonight. Now we have some cold temperatures out there. Some of these spots have already bottomed out though and have begun to rise, and that is the trend. It's cold out there because it's clear, relatively calm, and there's at least some snow on the ground, and that makes all the difference. But it will be getting warmer. It's a modest warm-up. We're not talking record highs.
10 on 3.
Instead, we're talking about a fairly long-term period, a week or maybe
Stand
a little
by.
more of quiet weather and mild temperatures. That's what we're talking about. And it does start tomorrow. I'll be back with the forecast.
Mics, cue him.
A verdict tonight in the case of a woman accused of using hammer to try and kill another woman during a rape. A
Full
jury
screen.
acquitted this woman, 30-year-old
Gonna be staying on
Rebecca
Matt's
Grant,
mic.
of sexual assault and attempted murder. She was found guilty of assault and menacing, but will not spend
job.
any more time in jail. She's been locked up since May when the victim accused Grant of raping and sodomizing her, as well as beating her with a claw hammer. Grant said she only punched her. Prosecutors wanted Grant to spend 5 years
Gonna be
in
staying on
prison,
Matt's mic.
but her lawyer argued that was a bit excessive for punching someone in the face.
Matt.
Measure 3 failed, but now a
Stand by, Natty.
lawmaker is looking to loosen the laws when it comes to recreational marijuana. State Representative
laws are up in the air.
Shannon Jones wants those caught with a small amount of weed to face a $200 fine. Currently, they could face some jail time.
Gonna be
and
going to a
it goes
sound
on
up
their
next.
permanent record. The Republican wants to decriminalize 1 ounce or less of marijuana. She plans to introduce the
Sorry, my
bill
sound up, Ben?
this session.
Sound up.
We want to make sure that there is a penalty.
Continues
for
VO,
this
Matt.
Because it still needs to be illegal. If it were legal, there would be a number of negative consequences for employers, especially employers that need to have drug testing policies. But we don't want to create a
Stand by.
system or a situation that continues to have negative impacts for people for years and years into the future.
Mics, cue him.
Governor
Gonna be going to
Bergman
Kelly
has already
next.
voiced his support of this legislation. Jones says Attorney General Wayne Stenjum recommended some minor changes.
Kelly.
The busiest mail week of the
Stand by,
year
Nade.
is just around the corner. More than
Nade, 3
7,000
swing.
packages passed through the Grand Forks sorting facility just yesterday.
Hello,
Those packages
Fargo.
will go as far as Botany and Roseau.
Sound up. Okay, you guys are in a little
Today,
bit.
for example, we're told to deliver 296
2 or 3 stories
parcels
away.
of mail. So they're very, very
Continues
busy
VO,
time
Kelly.
right now.
Stand by. Mike's skewer.
If you want to make sure
Gonna be
that
staying on
package
Kelly.
gets to its destination by Christmas, you must mail them out by the 22nd, but carriers recommend sooner.
Back on cam.
More protection for Native American women is one step closer to becoming a reality. The U.S. Senate has unanimously
It is Matt and Kelly.
approved Heidi Heitkamp's bill,
Does he have
Savannah's
IFB?
Act. It's named after Savannah Graywind. She was the pregnant woman who was abducted and killed as her unborn baby was cut from her womb. The legislation
Gonna be going
is
to
designed
Matt
to
on the
collect
slide set
data
next.
from tribal
Dylan.
victims, improve tribal access to federal databases, and set out some new guidelines for how to respond when someone is reported missing. The bill still needs to go through the House.
And Matt.
Federal prosecutors
Stand
are saying
by,
for the
Nade.
first time that Michael Cohen, President Trump's former attorney, committed 2 election-related crimes at the direction of the president. They say Cohen cheated the IRS for years, lied to banks and Congress, and sought to, quote, criminally influence the 2016 presidential election. That influence
Gonna be
deals with
wiping
payments to
2 more
women
nets.
who claim to have had affairs with the president. The president denies that. The Justice Department is recommending a substantial prison sentence for Cohen's role in these crimes.
Wipe.
Meanwhile, in the Russia investigation, Special Counsel Robert
Gonna be
Mueller
wiping some
says
more gnats.
former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort lied on 5
About a
major
minute
issues
to Andreas.
agreeing to cooperate with prosecutors. Those issues
Does he have IFB?
having, quote, contact with the Trump administration
Does Andreas
this year,
have IFB?
as well as his interactions with a Russian national who Mueller
Test,
says
test,
has
Andreas.
ties to the Russian military intelligence unit accused of hacking the Democrats. Meanwhile, in Washington, the White House says new court filings
Test,
about
test, 1, 2, 1, 2,
President
test,
Trump's
test,
former
this
lawyer
is
and
Z.
campaign chairman offer nothing new or damaging
Okay,
about
I will
President
just
Trump.
go through you then.
White House spokeswoman Sarah
Yep.
Sanders says government filings
Gonna move on to
about
Kelly next.
former Trump attorney Michael Cohen, quote, tell us nothing of value that wasn't already known. One of the documents says Cohen was in touch as far back as 2015 with a Russian who offered political
Gonna move on to
synergy
Kelly.
with the Trump campaign.
Kelly.
A record
Stand by,
number of
Nade.
students have packed into Lake Region State College this semester.
Can you hear that?
2,072 students are enrolled, about 24 more than the
Yeah.
previous high in 2011. The school
Gonna be going to a
credits the
sound up
growth
out of
to
this.
expanding its nursing program at satellite
Next, B.
campuses and its peace officer training program.
Sound up. 30
Our
seconds
campus
to
also
Andreas.
is seeing an increase here.
About.
Our residence halls are the fullest they've ever been. We have 195 students living in our dorms and need a lot of rooms, double and triple.
Stand by
to
on 2.
accommodate those needs. So we're seeing the growth everywhere.
Mike's Q room.
The school has also
Gonna
partnered
integrate
with
to
60
both their
high
mics.
schools to offer credits to students before they set foot on campus.
Both mics.
Well, there will be some
Box,
added
stat,
buzz at
standby,
tailgate for
Andreas.
Bison football tomorrow morning, and it's not about the playoff matchup with Colgate, but about the news today. The Herd could be losing its head coach.
In boxes.
WGAY News reporter Andreas Safar joins us live with how fans and students feel about the possibility of the program
Cue 'em.
using such a prominent figure. Andreas.
That, Kelly, I spoke with students on NDSU's campus today, and I was
Can we go to
reminded
sound
of
up next?
just how important football is here. They say the fact that Kleiman's name was brought
Stand by,
into
sound up,
contention
band.
for the position speaks to how well he's done with the Herd.
Sound up. In vid.
A school known for its success on the football field
And it's just one of those things that brings everybody closer together.
has students excited for the upcoming Bison game.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going with my friends.
But ahead of NDSU's quarterfinal clash with Colgate, the chatter isn't so much about the game. Rumors are
Dylan,
gaining traction. that this
Andreas
could
is going to do a
Chris
tag, and then
Kleiman's
they're going to be
last
then
season at the
Matt and Kelly are
helm.
going to go back on
After
cam.
7 years as the
Tunes.
man, he
Sound
was
up.
one of the finalists for the open head coaching job at Kansas State. A move
1
that
minute to back to
reconnects him
Andreas.
with former Bison and now Wildcat athletic director Gene Taylor. Some
Great.
students think this speaks volumes for the program's success.
He
Brady.
led us through so many years as it is right now. And right now, since my first year, of course, I've been always looking forward to coming here and always watching the games. It's just a huge testament, but I would love if you could stay.
For others, it would be the end of an era, but an understood step forward.
I talk about that
Anna.
a lot with my grandparents because they really like NDSU, and they're always talking about how we feel like our team is just so good. It's just they should be going up to the next level, but they
10.
can't.
Coach goes.
The coach goes, yeah.
With or without him, there's belief that the legacy of NDSU football will live on.
We have a lot of great talent here at
Stand
NDSU,
by,
and,
Andreas.
And I know if we do end up getting a new coach, we'll continue to have great talent from years to come.
Mike's Q 'em.
Of course, none of this
Do you
is
have 'em again?
official yet, and the students I spoke to also say, everyone's focus is on
Stand by on 2.
the big game tomorrow. Reporting live on Trey Safar, WGAY News.
Mike's Q 'em. You're clear, Andreas.
Thank you, Andreas.
Spin your
Well, it's
tunes.
a new kind of surgery.
Stand by, sound up. Sound up.
Just get breakfast, all things that make it a better experience for patients, and also make better use of the resources available.
Mike's Q 'em.
How this surgery is different and why doctors are calling it a game changer.
Bring it up and fade it.